We hear pitch or frequency when a waveform has a regular cycle of compression and rarefaction. Musicians call pitches notes, and pitch is measured in cycles per second or hertz. We can hear low sounds or high. The human range of hearing technically goes from 20 hertz up to 20,000 hertz. The lowest string on my cello is a C and is about 65 hertz. The highest note on a piccolo recorder is about 1046 hertz. Above 1000 hertz, we experience regular waveforms more as timbre, which I'm going to get into in a different lecture. The wavelength of the lowest sound we can hear is about 17 meters, and the highest is 17 millimeters. You may have already heard of teen buzz or mosquito ringtones. As we age, our cilia become less sensitive to higher frequencies. I can't hear above 15,000 hertz anymore. Dogs can hear even higher than humans, but they're actually deaf below 40 hertz. High frequencies don't travel as well as low frequencies because high frequencies die out faster because of friction. They're pushing around the atoms back and forth more often and losing energy. This is why when you walk past a club in the middle of the night, you hear the beat of the bass drum, but not the detail of the upper frequencies. Low sounds can pass through walls thinner than their wavelength. That is why professional recording studios have very thick walls. This is to isolate them from the low frequencies of the passing traffic. So why do you think we can't hear lower than 20 hertz? What do you think 1 hertz sounds like? This would mean that the wave is compressing and rarefacting 1 time a second, or 60 times a minute. We actually will hear this as rhythm. There's a whole field of study called psychoacoustics, which works on how we perceive sound. When you increase the frequency from 15 hertz, most people hear rhythm all the way up to 23 hertz. But if you start from 25 hertz and decrease the frequency, most people hear pitch all the way down to 17 hertz. Of course, not all sound has pitch. Percussive sounds are non-periodic or noisy, and there are different types of noise. White noise is defined as a signal whose spectrum has equal amplitude within any equal interval of frequencies, while pink noise, every octave contains the same amount of energy. Most instrumental sounds have a bit of noise at the beginning of the attack, which smooths into pitch. And for the next lecture, we'll talk about volume.